In this episode, David talks with Felipe Noves.
Hi everybody, I'm David Russell from New Frontiers, one of the leading private equity funds to qualify investors for the wonderful thing that is the Golden Visa. I'm joined by Felipe from ADA Legal here in Lisbon.
Hello.
And we are wandering, I'll obviously butcher it as I usually do, but we are at one of my favourite bits, the Praça de Comercial, down here at the front in Chiado. We've been told that the backdrop is very fitting, although there's a few threatening clouds behind at the moment. Felipe, welcome to season 2 of
nice to be here.
Lisbon Sessions. The gimbal is playing up as always. I think we might need to replace it for season 2. So, Golden Visa, first of all, ADA Legal, as I say to everybody, you've got 30 seconds. Give us the sales pitch at ADA.
Well, hi everyone, I'm Felipe from Almeida Associados, ADA. We're a law firm here based in Lisbon, and actually our DNA is from sports law. We have always helped athletes, players to come to Europe, and that has brought about the immigration department. The immigration department is a branch of ADA because we've been helping people come to Portugal, come to Europe in many ways for a long time. So yeah, we have that kind of interesting history and a lot of football jerseys.
Wow, I mean, if that is not an invitation to use ADA Legal to get your Golden Visa, you can come and look at the jersey selection.
It's a sweet place to work.
It's shameless. Tell us, what's on your mind at the moment with Golden Visa? We like to keep things topical, obviously, nice and up to date. So we are filming now, we're sort of mid-May 2025. What is on your mind regarding the Golden Visa? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, sure. In my mind, Golden Visa stands as a very interesting, fascinating opportunity for investors from all over the world to get the benefits of residency, get the benefits of citizenship 5 years down the line, and also the financial benefits if they're coming with the capital fund investment route, right?
Okay.
We've seen a few developments in terms of how the EU is regulating the citizenship by investment and residency by investment scenery here in the continent.
Yeah.
But the Portuguese Golden Visa is not affected by what they have ruled regarding Malta. Because the Malta program is a citizenship by investment program, which is different from the Golden Visa. That being said, I think the time to invest, if anyone is on the fence, is now, because we don't know what the future holds, right? We have an election coming up that will also give us a better roadmap regarding how we can understand and work with new rules regarding the Golden Visa.
Okay.
But I think in terms of, well, the financial markets are also saying that now's the time as well to maybe change from different currencies to the euro, which is appreciating a lot. And that's what the Golden Visa also offers to investors, is a way to diversify and besides all the other benefits that it holds.
So basically, Philippe, what you're saying is, look, the Golden Visa is not affected by this European Court of Justice ruling. It's very separate. As I've said before, guys, I think it's a very honest program. But still, we can't take anything for granted. So if you believe the Golden Visa is for you, get in and get started as soon as you can, really.
Exactly.
Because you just can never tell the future. Politically in Portugal, I get asked this a lot by investors into New Frontiers. With the platform in Portugal, with the different political parties, how is everybody aligned pretty much now that real estate has been removed as an asset class, taken away that sort of sensitivity? Are the major political parties kind of aligned that, you know, the Golden Visa is a good thing for the country?
Yes, I'd say yes. I think they are. I would say that any changes that might be coming to the program and to immigration as a whole in Portugal would be more on the details. Maybe the timings, the time frame for a few things, some of the requirements, but I do not believe there will be a major overhaul.
So like worst case, they might make it 6 years for your investment.
For instance, again, or for citizenship requests, all of that. There have been some talks, and we know all of this takes time as well. Even if you got elected and you have a very detailed plan on how to change those aspects, that will take some time to be put into effect. But
and there's always a grace period, isn't there?
Yeah,
People aren't
exactly.
really sort of suddenly it's changed, they get the rug
Of course,
pulled out
yes,
from under
yes.
them. So if changes happen, they will be given the grace period. Those that are already in will be entitled to fulfill that.
Exactly.
So
the grandfather rules, as we
grandfather rule. No, absolutely, absolutely. You took the words right out of my mouth. That's true. And again, that's what I would say to all investors out there. And you know, we're both speaking to investors all the time for the Golden Visa. It's, you know, a lot of questions, a lot of concerns about the undulations and the, you know, potential changes. At the end of the day, I think what Felipe and I are probably saying is, look, if it's for you, just get in and get it started. You're not going to have the rug pulled out from under you. You will be booked in your place in the queue if rules change after that. But if you dilly-dally, basically, you sit around, you expect things to remain the same, then you may actually miss out, or things may change.
Yes, and what we also add is be informed,
of course,
get counsel, because that you have people who are discussing and talking about the Golden Visa in different ways, but people who are here on the ground have experience. That's the best kind of contact that you'll have with the immigration, the Golden Visa scene here.
Get good advice from good lawyers with signed sports memorabilia in their offices. I mean, what more could you want?
Well, why not?
Moving on, Philippe, to the investment route.
Sure.
You've got to invest. As I said, it's an honest program. You invest 500,000 euros into funds or areas of the economy that the Portuguese government wants to enhance, wants to attract monies into. You invest for 5 years, you invest your 500,000, and you get your citizenship. Again, an honest program, I believe, and people, if they invest in the right funds, can make money. What are you, I understand legally you're giving advice on the Golden Visa, you don't give advice on funds, but what would you say just generically for people to look out for in funds if they're building a portfolio?
Well, you see different funds popping up here in Portugal. A few things which are important to keep in mind is you want to make business, you want to invest with funds which are known in the business, right?
Okay, yeah.
That people talk about, which have been around for not weeks or months, but years, right?
Okay.
And those are the few key aspects that the investor should be looking for when deciding where to apply his money in, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
proven track record of being here and being registered with the Portuguese SEC of sorts, which is a CVM, right?
That is correct.
And that meets all the compliance requirements, of course. That's why lawyers are here.
And look, Portugal, you know, CMVM viewers is a very good regulator, very good financial regulator in Portugal. They do everything you'd expect from a financial regulator. It's your funds of systems and controls, processes, the individuals are vetted, there's reporting standards, you know, all of the things you would expect from a top Western regulator, they do that. So definitely, look, invest in new frontiers, as I always say. We would always like a seat at the table in terms of a portfolio. We don't expect you to invest all your money in new frontiers. We would always push for diversification. As Felipe said, a lot of people spread their money around. Look at CMVM. We've got a good track record. We've been going for a couple of years now. We've got a great team, and we returned 10% to investors last year. But yeah, look at diversification, spreading your investments around. And as I said, it's an honest program, and the government have determined which funds qualify people for the Golden Visa and get good legal advice. Felipe, thank you so much for appearing on Lisbon Sessions. I hope you've all found that of value. I'm off to get some lunch now before the next one. See you later.
I will too.
Cheers.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. Good to see you.